Hey, what's going on guys? It's me, JC, and welcome back to my channel once again. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about the new things Call of Duty has been tweeting out today, as well as the stuff the Unmarked Man account on Twitter has been tweeting out as well, because he is back. It's been a very, very long time, but he's finally posting again, which means we're getting some sort of campaign information or something along those lines. So let's go ahead and get straight into it. There's a bunch of news here, guys, but basically the first thing that Call of Duty tweeted out this morning is that unconfirmed reports are coming in of an explosion on the north bank of the Singapore marina. So basically there's an explosion that happens in Singapore. We don't know exactly what the explosion is, why it happens, but we do know that it's probably in this area, which is the Coalescence Corporation's research laboratory. So this company, the Coalescence Corporation, there's been some sort of event. There's been some sort of explosion at one of their laboratories, and we don't know why. It's in Singapore, and that's all the sources can tell us in terms of the Black Ops 3 storyline. Now, of course, people are freaking out over this. As you can see, Call of Duty has tweeted a bunch of things saying how people are scared about the drones flying over. There's actually military drones shooting down civilian drones because of, the Black Ops 2 incident. And actually, the Singapore authorities have officially announced a state of emergency and declared martial law. So something is definitely huge here, guys. People can't escape the Singapore disaster zone, and there's literally a martial law being placed, for the citizens, which that's just absolutely crazy. Call of Duty has also gave us some pictures to go along with this event to show us that something huge is happening. There's been some sort of explosion, and there's random smoke coming out of all the Coalescence Corporation complexes, which is very, very odd. As well, shots have been fired at civilians. A bunch of people are trying to flee what is now called the new quarantine zone, and that's a very interesting name. We could, theorize a bunch of things about why it's called a quarantine zone. And if you get my drift on where I'm going with this, you've probably been following my channel for a very, very long time. All the things we've been thinking about and theorizing about are finally coming to light. And if you guys have been watching my recent videos, you definitely know what's going on if you've actually, tried to delve deep into what I've been saying the past couple of months. But basically, people are scared. There's a quarantine zone of some sort after this event. People are trying to escape, and basically the military is stopping them from escaping. It's a quarantine zone. They can't leave. They are closed off. And basically there's a large convoy of military trucks carrying individuals in hazmat suits. So some sort of outbreak is happening here. Some sort of disastrous outbreak is happening in this area. We just don't know what it is completely. Now, 3 hours ago, Call of Duty tweeted saying that at this time, the cause of the incident is unknown. There have been no claims of responsibility from any organization. However, we do know once again that it happened at a Coalescence Corporation research facility. And it's very, very odd that they're just now introducing us to this name or company. I could be wrong, but I don't think they've ever showed us the name of this corporation before, but it is a new corporation in the Black Ops 3 storyline. As you can see, Call of Duty has given us another image to basically show us what is going on here, why there's a quarantine zone. There's a quarantine zone here. There's the Coalescence disaster right here. And basically just this whole area is completely blocked off. It is just completely blocked off, and they do not want anyone getting out of this quarantine zone. Call of Duty also tweeted that citizens living in the area are being asked to stay in their homes and to keep their doors and windows closed. And they say a state of martial law has been declared and will remain in place until the incident is firmly understood. So once again, Call of Duty is not telling us what this incident is. Like, what is the cause of the incident and what is happening? We're not getting a clear idea of why this is a quarantine zone, why people are trying to escape, and why, this is all happening. We just don't know at this time. And they said all this stuff, and they basically just kept repeating over and over that martial law is in effect, there's a quarantine zone, explosion in Singapore, things like that. And they say this was a glimpse into the future fiction of Black Ops 3. So this is, of course, the main campaign, or at least so we think. Now, what's very strange is the Unmarked Man which is another Twitter account owned by Call of Duty that's more like a secret Twitter account. He tweeted a long time ago back in April when they were first teasing Black Ops 3, but he is now tweeting again, and he's sort of providing commentary on the things that Call of Duty is tweeting out. He's sort of given his own little, spin on what's happening and sort of trying to delve deep into the disaster and why this is happening. So he says, disaster in Singapore happened at Coalescence Corporation. Interesting. Here's what we do know. Now, this corporation is very profitable. This is its symbol right here, and later I might make a video delving deep into what this symbol could possibly mean, because it does look like a bunch of things kind of combined here. But basically, they do products such as bioresearch, direct neural interface systems, industrial robotics, integrated operating system, genetic therapies, medical research, medical robotics, military robotics, and weapon systems. So basically, all the stuff that's in the Call of Duty Black Ops 3 lore is being made by this corporation. They're in charge of all these enhancements basically to the human body, or at least this corporation is one of the corporations in charge of it. And I think one to definitely take note of is direct neural interface systems, because that's something huge, of course, in Black Ops 3. Now we have the ability in campaign to actually do certain abilities, and I guess you could say powers, with these interface systems. And just overall, there's a lot of things this corporation has added to the military and in terms of society. And it operates in 3 business segments. These are comprised of medical research, robotics, and military systems. So of course they're a big, they're a big contributor to the military. And the Unmarked Man also says martial law declared already, no fly zones. This sounds familiar. And of course he's talking about the Black Ops 2 campaign and how, the drones happened from Raul Menendez, how he hacked into our drones and took over. And so it's a very similar situation there. Of course, the Unmarked Man is saying, why is the military so interested in shooting down civilian drones? Worried about losing control again. They could be worried about losing control to enemy drones and whatnot, but maybe they could also be worried about people seeing what's actually happening, and that's just something to think about. And of course, this is the tweet that I want you guys to take note of right here. Quarantine zone. What don't they want getting out? Surprise, surprise. Mainstream news doesn't have the full story. Keep digging. Basically, the Unmarked Man is telling us that we need to find out what is inside the quarantine zone. What is, trapped inside that should not get out? Is it a disease? Is it zombies per se? We just don't really know. However, things are definitely, hear me, definitely pointing in the direction of zombies. And I've said multiple times on this channel in the past couple of weeks and months that there is some sort of, hopefully there, I've theorized, let's say that there's a theory that I had that basically there's going to be some sort of zombies campaign. It's not based at all on any leaked information at all. There is just a very high chance of that, in my opinion, of happening. So if there is some sort of, intertwinement, I guess, with the main campaign of Black Ops 3 with zombies, this is definitely where it intertwines. This is definitely where things are going to connect. And now I've said for a while now that I'm not entirely sure if zombies could be actually in the main campaign or be in its own campaign of some sort. And this would be completely separate from Shadows of Evil and the Giant. So maybe quite possibly the main campaign of the game has some sort of zombies outbreak that occurs in this quarantine zone, and maybe we, that's what we deal with in the campaign. Maybe that's a huge event that takes place, or maybe this is the spawn of another zombies campaign that's separate from the main campaign that takes place, with this sort of thing, with these quarantine zones and whatnot. So basically, that's pretty much the main thing so far. He also talks about how the Coalescence Corporation is a spawn of the Tacitus Corporation from Black Ops 2, which is very, very interesting. So there's a lot of things we can delve into there. And he's saying, if you think military leadership is the voice you should trust right now, think again. So basically, he's just, providing his commentary on the matter. But again, like I've been saying for a while now, the main things that are being pointed in our direction is zombies. Like, this screams zombies to me. This quote right here from the Unmarked Man screams zombies to me. I don't know for sure, of course, but from all the theories we've talked about before and all the the ideas that people have been having, it definitely looks like we could have something along those lines in Black Ops 3. Something that they could be hiding from us that's different from Shadows of Evil and the Giant. So this is something completely different, guys. This is in no way related to Shadows of Evil and the Giant. It could be, maybe like a parallel to their story somehow, but this is about the main campaign, or what could be a zombies campaign, or quite possibly both, if they're both exactly related to each other. We just don't know at this time. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk to you guys today in this video, to kind of give you guys a rundown of what's been going on Twitter lately. Hopefully you guys got a little, more insight on what they're exactly talking about if you're confused on what Call of Duty is doing. But basically, they're just trying to set the world of Black Ops 3 for you guys when it comes out. And, hopefully we'll get a trailer pretty soon on what this mode is, whether or not it's the actual campaign or maybe something else. We just don't know at this time. I'm hoping it's the main campaign, and I'm hoping that quite possibly we'll get some little zombies of some sort in the main campaign. That's what I'm hoping for. We could still be wrong though, of course. But this has been JC. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and tell me if you like this new way of making videos, kind of going on the website itself on my computer instead of just doing a commentary and just adding pictures. I kind of liked going through Twitter the real way here. But yeah, if you guys have been following my channel lately, you pretty much might have a gist of what's going on here. Pretty much. I'm just gonna scroll through that really fast. But again, that's about all for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. This has been JC, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. I cannot wait to make more videos for you guys, so stay tuned. See you guys later.